We had to load an earlier save in order to do those quests that expired last time. So chronologically, this is before we left to the church and the hospital and everything. Also, we scoured the entire city for that juice stand before, and we could not find it. So, you know what? We're just gonna look it up. After what happened with that Blue Block quest, we are not going through that again. Alright, according to the wiki, it says just to go to the juice stand, where it usually is. That can't be right. We've been there. There's nothing there. Aren't they usually, like, around here somewhere? We swear there was, like, an omelet stand over here somewhere. Right? What are we supposed to do? Walk every square inch of this place? What? Okay. Alright. We have been defeated by this juice stand. Huh, that's strange. Was it the juice stall around here before? I could have sworn it was by the fountain. Yeah, you aren't crazy. I stopped by it during a date the other day. Where the heck did it go? Aw, does that mean we can't bring Gramps a drink? No, I don't think they would have moved it outside the city. Let's go have ourselves a look around the city for it. I'm sure we'll find it sooner or later. Okay. Alright, you know what? It's fine. It is what it is. Okay, where actually is the juice stall though? It's in Station Street. Okay. Finally! Finally! You were not here before! We swear you were not here before! Why would you move? You had a steady stream of, like, policemen coming to your stall during their lunch breaks. Why would you move? Welcome! Come for a refreshing drink? Look, it's the juice lady! You're usually set up around the fountain in the administrative district, right? Well, yes, but I like to switch things up every now and then. Nothing beats a little change of scenery, with the exception of paying customers, of course. What would you like? Well, you see, they explained that they dropped by to pick up the mayor's usual order. Oh, I see. You're here on behalf of the mayor. In that case, give me a minute to whip up his favorite. Thank you. Here you go. Acerbic tomato shake. Definitely not something we could have made ourselves. What is this? The mayor has some interesting taste, that's for darn sure. This particular shake is great for relieving fatigue, but it was way too bitter for most people, so we took it off the menu. It's a secret menu item now. You know, I made extra. Would you like to give it a taste? Well... Yes, ADOs protect me. Politely decline. I mean, hey, it's free food. Okay, just a sip though. Might as well. Bottoms up. I'm prepared to meet my bitter end. That's funny. Nervously, Lloyd and Randy put samples of the acerbic tomato shake to their lips and took a little sip. Not for Kia? Oh. A liquid, bitter as death, slowly crawled down their throats. Oh. Oh! But we got all our CP back. Everyone's CP is restored. Lloyd's face. Wow, I've never felt this, refreshed before. But that taste, though. Okay, yeah, I was expecting it to be bitter, but not that bitter. I know, right? Ooh, I want to try it too. Kia grabbed what was left of the acerbic tomato shake and put the straw in her mouth. Wait, stop! You sure about this, Keto? Slurp? So good! Did she just finish it off? Full of surprises, this girl. Huh? Why? It's a little bitter, but it's still really good. Well, as long as you like it, there's nothing to worry about. Wow, what an interesting little girl. Anyway, thanks for everything. I'm sure the mayor will be happy too. Oh, and we'll pay you for our samples. How much do we owe you? Oh, don't worry, it's on the house today. The mayor is a regular here, and I'm so thankful for his continued patronage after all. Give him this shake as a token of my gratitude, okay? Aww. You're sure? Alright then, thank you. We'll be sure to give him your thanks, too. Aw, that's so nice. Okay. We might be a little bit less mad at her now. For making us run all around town. But, that was ridiculous. Like, we literally came through from this other direction, and it didn't trigger anything. It only triggered when we came from this direction? What? How does that make sense? They should have made the area for triggering the event wider. You managed to buy the mayor's favorite drink, correct? He'll be thrilled. And I'm sure he'd appreciate if you all went to give it to him yourselves. Sure. I mean, it's for Ellie's grandfather. We can't be mad about that. Excuse us. For crying out loud, what a stubborn old man. How dare he refuse the proposal our glorious speaker went to great lengths to write up? Well, no matter. We've succeeded in proving our point. We'll prepare the usual to deal with Campbell and his men. Our real problem right now is Ravage, those incompetent fools. My thoughts exactly, sir. I think a friendly reminder of how your efforts alone brought them fame and success is in order. Indeed, I think I'll refrain from meeting with Marconi for a while, see how he likes dealing with things on his own. More importantly, we need to hold a meeting later tonight. Are we going to be eavesdropping on this meeting, perhaps? Inform all members of the Imperial faction. I will have every single one of them in attendance. Right away, sir. We'll issue an emergency meeting. Their office is right across the hall? But then where did the Republican faction meet? Phew, they're finally out of the mayor's hair. Let's go give the man his drink while those goons are out of the way. Pardon us, sir. We've been barging into your office more often these days. Ah, it's good to see you again. My apologies for earlier. Aw, he's still using a cane. No need to apologize, sir. We understand you have a lot to deal with. Everything good. They looked like they were trying to corner you. I'm fine, thank you. Fending off that degree of persistence from them has almost become a part of my daily routine by now. By the way, is something the matter? Have you come back to retrieve something you've forgotten? No, sir. Actually... Hey, Kia, go ahead and give it to him. Okay. Kia handed the specially made acerbic tomato shake over to Mayor McDowell. no! Why, if it isn't my favorite drink? Did you go out of your way to purchase this for me? Yep, we got it just for you. You look like you've been working really hard, Gramps. Oh my. Yeah, the receptionist suggested we order this for you. The clerk that runs the juice stall was nice enough to give it to us for free too. Is that so? So this is a special gift from all of you to this old man, Thank you, Lloyd and Randy. And I can't forget dear little Kia, too. I feel completely rejuvenated now. Thanks to you, I'll be able to work hard through the afternoon. No problem. Don't go too crazy, though. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you in return for the pleasant treat. A book? Mayor McDowell retrieved a small package from beneath the shelf. Take this medicinal herb I received from a friend in the Republic. I've heard it's quite valuable. Is it your son-in-law? Is it Kilika? It's just a small token of my appreciation. There's no way we could possibly ever accept this. Nonsense. I have no use for it. It makes perfect sense for you to take it. You're constantly putting yourselves in the face of danger. Please, I insist. Alright, thank you, sir. Thanks a ton. Thank you, Gramps. Okay. I'll be able to work through the afternoon at full capacity, all thanks to the shake you've brought me. Ah, what an absolutely marvelous drink. He sure wasn't kidding about loving it. He's gulping that shake down like it's nothing. You gotta respect that. What do you mean? That stuff's tasty. Alright, good luck. Have fun. Let's see if we could go talk to Hartman now. Alright, answer's no. Okie dokie, let's go do the monster quest then. Geofront A2, okay. Which is also on Station Street. Don't regret looking it up, because there was no way. We're guessing it's where, Lloyd and Tio went. Although we can't remember if it was this elevator or a different one. It has to be this elevator, right? We shall see. We shall see. See, this is why we always do all of the support requests before we progress the main storyline. Even if it says long, right? Because we're paranoid about this happening. Where were we supposed to go? Was it this way? Oh. Jeez. Oh, jeez. But how are we supposed to know that this particular chapter only lasted one day? Do we just go straight across? We have no idea where we're going. We are glad that we looked that up because, chances are we would not have found it on our own. We didn't find it on our own. Why did it have to be a giant mosquito? Why? And we don't have Tio to analyze it. Thank you, Kia. We appreciate it. We should have brought a healer, but it's fine. We have Kia cheering us on. That should be more than enough, right? Oh, it's probably not even gonna work. Why did we do that? Oh? No, we were wrong. Oh, that's so cute. Randy, go, go! We want this for our notebook. Golden cricket. Okay, not a mosquito. Doesn't look like much of a cricket though. This giant golden insect causes a cacophony to wear down its prey. Okay. Weak to all the elements, but especially fire. Not Kia! How dare you! Maybe we should have brought a healer. Just saying. Stop going after Kia. Oh, good dodge, Kia. Good dodge. Randy, why would you miss like that? Ugh. We don't like looking at that thing. We don't. Go Lloyd! You can do it! Oh wow. Okay, okay. We feel like this monster hits hard, but he has less HP as well. Just because there's only two of us? 2.5 if you count Kia. Yes, so exciting. Alright, now let's go turn these quests in. And then we'll just speedrun the rest of this day or something. Go through it all again. Oh no, no! Even with a 70% success rate, we could not flee that rat. What is this math? Oh jeez. You know what would be really nice? Something that we desperately want for the next game. A skip scene button. Can we please have that? For moments like these. So that we don't have to rewatch like the 30-minute long cutscenes. Especially in instances like this, where we've already seen them. Wouldn't that be nice? Then again, it took them 3 games to give us fast travel. So, we're not holding out any hopes. Yes, we know. Are we not allowed to turn it in? Do we have to go back to HQ? Or maybe we talk to her from the terminal? No? Okay. But our terminal is down for maintenance as well. Where even? Oh, it's at the top. Okay. Since we literally can't turn it in right now, guess that means it'll just auto-complete at the end of the chapter? We hope? Okay, that was a ride. Okay, we just took another look, and apparently there's one more hidden request. We have to do it. We have to. Because we need all the DP so that we can rise through the ranks. We are the rising stars of the CPD. The quest is supposed to be at the church, but we can't actually go there, apparently? What? Oh, right. Okay, we have to go talk to Michelle first. Okay, we're just gonna skip to that part then, because we've seen all of it already, and pick back up at the church. Alright, we just finished talking to the Bracer Guild. Estelle was trying to steal Kia from us again. We managed to fend her off. It's fine. But it was a very near thing. Luckily, Kia is very attached to Lloyd. After all, he was the one who saved her from a box. So it makes sense. We do wonder though, did Kia really get drugged? And that's why she can't remember anything? It would have to be a pretty gnarly drug. I mean, story-wise, it doesn't really make sense. It does seem a little bit out there. Just with the, villains that we have encountered so far. Like, Ravage doesn't deal in drugs, does it? From what we've seen, they deal more with, like, weapons trafficking and stolen goods than they do drugs. And of course, they claim to know absolutely nothing about Kia. So... we don't know. Drugs just doesn't sound... I mean, anything's possible. We're just saying that with, like, our current list of potential suspects, drugs doesn't seem to fit the profile of any of their MOs. But like a big dark space with a big pretty light? It does seem like maybe she was trapped somewhere. Maybe she was trapped in a lab somewhere and she was being experimented on? If so, that could explain her memory loss. I mean, if that's the case, which, given the track record for this game, is entirely possible. Honestly, it might be better if she didn't get her memories back. Because... because she's happy where she is right now, you know? She could just keep on living a carefree life. And remembering might just ruin that happiness. Like, horrible things happen to Ren too. Maybe she wouldn't mind being in Kia's shoes, you know? Maybe she wouldn't mind losing those memories too. And maybe she would be happier without those memories. Those memories only hurt her. All of which to say, if Kia did suffer something horrible and unimaginable before she met Lloyd, maybe it's not so bad that she lost her memories. Okay, please give us this quest. No? We thought there was a quest here. We could have sworn. The wiki said there was a quest here. Maybe we have to talk to somebody else. What is going on? Okay. All right. We think maybe we have to go back to town first? Because didn't we run into the kids? And they're late for Sunday school? So... Yeah, okay. And it was a guest lecture, so... You need to have students for that. Sister Marble is going to destroy us. Now that our students have gathered, it's time to surprise them with a guest lecture. More like they surprise us with a pop quiz, but hey. Being able to study with Ryu and Henri makes me super happy. I wonder what today's lesson will be about. You're Kia, right? From earlier? Are you gonna join our class too? Huh? I don't know. Studying is such a drag. Well, at least Sister Marble's lessons are somewhat interesting. Phew, I totally forgot that we had Sunday school today. Man, I just want to play outside. Come on, Tommel. You've already played a whole bunch today. Sister Marble told us we should always practice moderation, remember? Whenever we have lessons, Ken keeps pinching his cheeks all the time. Look how red they are. His face is starting to look like a big red balloon. Is he pinching his cheeks? Nana got mad at me for not listening to teacher. So now, whenever I start getting sleepy in class, I pinch my cheek to keep myself awake. Like this. Ow! Oh, that's funny. Pinching my cheeks wakes me up whenever I start to fall asleep in class, but ow! It starts to hurt if I do it too much. Okie dokie. Hello again! Oh my, hello again to you too, Kia. Did you forget something, Lloyd? No, actually. We happened to pass by the kids earlier, and I think that made us a little curious. Is that so? Well, your timing couldn't be better. We were just about to begin Sunday school class right now. You know, maybe the god has planned for this to happen. Truth be told, I've been contemplating teaching the children about the CPD for quite a while now. You want to cover cops at Sunday school? Indeed. And I was thinking, who better to teach about the CPD than the CPD itself? Would you care to be a guest lecturer? Guest lecturer? Me. Please, if you don't mind. Who better to inform the children about how the police operate than a police officer? I mean, Ryu clearly has some opinions about it, you know? I'm certain you'll be able to make it easy for the children to understand too. We should have brought Zeit for a show and tell. How about it? Would you join our lesson as a guest lecturer? You know what? I'd love to. Oh really? Thank you, Lloyd. I have no doubt the class will appreciate it. You sure about this, man? I know it might sound weird coming from me of all people, but teaching is definitely not something you should go into all half-hearted. Don't worry, I know. It's not like I agreed to do this without some semblance of a plan. Okay, we believe you. Absolutely. It's just, it's rare to get the opportunity to tell people about how the police and justice system really work. Who knows, there could be a future CPD recruit sitting in this very room, just like me and Ellie once were. Oh, I getcha. Gonna use this chance to get him interested early, huh? We might have to put our trip to St. Ursula on hold for now. Are you okay with that, Kia? Uh-huh. I don't really get it, but if you want to do this lesson thingy, Lloyd, I'll cheer you on. Thanks a lot, Kia. If we're in agreement, would you mind stepping outside for a moment? I'll give you a brief outline on how to proceed with the lecture, alright? Of course, Sister Marble. Okay, let's see if I've got everything. First, I'll give a broad, easy-to-understand explanation of what the CPD does. And then I'll move on to a Q&A. That's at least the general plan, right? So basically, we're gonna be grilled by the kids. And then get roasted by them. That should be perfect. I do have one suggestion, though. You do? What's that? Well, it's entirely up to you, but... How about you have Kia attend the lesson as well? Kia? Great idea! I'm sure she'll love it. Whoa! I could go to Lloyd's class too! Yes, of course. After all, it's right about at your age when children get to start going to Sunday school, Kia. Wow, really? In that case, I'm definitely gonna go to Lloyd's class. I want to learn everything about you, Lloyd. And everyone else at the SSS too. Our heart. It can't take this. Aw, Kia. Better put your mirror where your mouth is, Lloyd, my friend. She's ready to learn. You're right about that. Kia, make sure to try to get along with the other kids, okay? Okay. Think I'll chill in the back of the class. Seems like the right spot for me. Remember, I'll be grading your skills as a teacher, so don't let me down. Talk about unfair. Hey, all I can do is try my best. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to teach these kids about the police. I don't plan to run away. That's the spirit. Now then, shall we begin? Okay, this part we're not gonna look up. No cheating. No cheating on the test. Listen up, class. Before we begin today's lesson, there's a new friend I would like to introduce to you. Kia, if you'd come forward. Hello, I'm Kia. Nice to meet you, everyone. Nice to meet you. There's the energetic greeting I was expecting. Kia, you may sit at any of the empty seats. I want that one. Next to Momo. Yay, a new friend for Kia. Hello, what's your name? Hello, I'm Momo. It's nice to meet you. Must be what it's like watching over your kid as they learn and grow. Oh, I'm gonna cry. You've got this, kiddo. Aww. Honestly, we expected to see Randy in one of the back seats with his feet kicked up on the table. Guess even Randy behaves in a church. For today's lesson, we have a very special guest with us. Go right ahead. Okay then. Whoa, I was trying not to get my hopes up, but heck yeah! I can't believe it. Hello everyone. I definitely see some familiar faces, but for those who don't know me, my name is Lloyd Bannings. I work as a police officer on active duty at the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. The police? Ryu, you know them. The Special Support Section? Wait a minute! You were in the Crossbell Times that one time! Oh, I remember now. Infamy. I skipped the article, but I saw that teeny tiny photo of you guys. Alright everyone, quiet down. I've been meaning to teach you all about Crossbell's police, so I asked Lloyd here to lead the lesson today. Make sure to pay extra close attention to him, okay? Okay! The floor is yours, Mr. Bannings. Right, just leave it to me, Sister Marble. Crap, I can already feel the butterflies in my stomach. It's fine, Lloyd. Just look at Kia's beautiful face. You got this, Lloyd! Did you bring her along as a cheerleader? Cut it out, Ryu. Can't you see he's doing his best? Kia. Class has started, so I'm going to need you to refrain from the outbursts, alright? Break her heart, why don't you? Aw, boo! I cheered for you and everything! You know, I think I actually feel a little more relaxed now. Thanks, Kia. Class, ready to start. Lecture start. General Police Information. Choose the correct answers and lead the lesson toward a shining success. To start things off, I want to teach you all about what the police force as a whole actually is. In Crossbell State, there's a certain something that we aren't allowed to establish, despite other countries doing so. To compensate for this certain something, we formed the Crossbell Guardian Force and the Crossbell Police Department, where I work. And even though we aren't allowed to have one, this certain something is extremely important to any nation, this something being Army, Intelligence Agency, Bracer Guild, Military. A military. For example, the Erebonian Empire, which lies to our west, uses their military to prevent crime and protect their citizens. And invade neighboring countries? But in Crossbell, we don't have an active military, so those roles are divided between several different organizations. Among those is the CPD. It's our duty to carry out investigations of crimes, and, if we're lucky, prevent them from happening in the first place. We feel like we don't have an intelligence agency either, though. Do we? Not that we've come across. That sounded like a pretty good summary to me. The CPD is split into multiple groups, or what we like to call divisions, and officers and police duties are divided among them. Different divisions are dispatched depending on the nature and severity of a case, so that we can respond with the appropriate countermeasures. Among these departments, the division that most often deals with major crimes or international incidents is the Major Crimes, International Matters. First Investigative Division. The First Investigative Division. For kidnappings, murders, and other large-scale cases, the CPD has to put only the best of the best detectives on the job. All of the force's elite detectives are gathered in what's known as the First Division, and we can't lose to them, no matter how impressive they are. Every detective in the CPD is given an extremely important notebook, called a detective notebook. In addition to doubling as our identification, it also has an even more important use for detectives. That would be What is the detective notebook's most important use? To record the progress of investigations. To substitute as an arrest warrant. To upload location data. Recording our progress on a case. Basically, it's a special notepad just for us detectives. It helps us organize the current state of our cases, lets us jot down our thoughts, and even keep track of our business expenses. I'd be lost without mine, that's for sure. Even though only Ellie writes in it. Nailed it. Similar to the Bracer Guild, the police force is equipped with the latest generation ordnance to use in combat scenarios. The police may not be combat specialists, but there are times when a fight can't be avoided, especially when we're tracking down criminals. Speaking of combat, battle ordnance have already gone through multiple versions since they were first invented, each generation adding brand new features. The battle ordnance we currently use are... We have no idea. We feel like 7th generation is too high. It can't be the 7th generation, can it? We're just gonna go with 6th. It seems like a nice in-between answer. Because it literally is between 5 and 7. So... 6th generation ordnance, otherwise known as the Enigma Combat Ordnance. Did we actually get that right? So many question marks. Now that the standard has changed and only new quartz can be used for this generation, they can end up being quite the hassle to deal with. Wait a sec. Oh no! That's so mean! Why did they fake us out like that? Wait a sec, was the Enigma really 6th gen? There are quite a lot of different positions of the CPD, ranging from your standard police officer to detectives like me. That being said, we all work for Crossbell's sake. At first glance, you might not think those two roles are related, but you'd be surprised. All police work is rooted in one basic principle. Protecting Crossbell citizens, maintaining public order and compliance with state law, guarding against foreign nations, and preserving peace. I mean, 3 is more military, right? 3 is more like the army. And then 1 is the Bracer Guild. So, probably 2? Maintaining public order and compliance with state law. Of course, a large part of our work involves cracking down on criminals, to ensure the general public don't have to worry about crime. But another important job of the police is to prevent crime before it happens, by upholding the law and setting an example for the citizens. By doing so, we maintain the city's peace in the hopes of someday living in a world without crime. That, I'd say, is the CPD's mission statement. Hey, that came together nicely. And that's all for me. I hope, at the very least, you got a better understanding of how the police operate in Crossbell State. It might have been hard to follow at times, but did you manage to understand most of it? We just find it funny that the kids were confused about the battle ordnance. Like, how would they know? It's not like they use them, right? That's halftime then. No, there's more? You're a natural at this, Lloyd. Maybe you missed your calling as a teacher. But thinking it over, smart, kind, and good with kids? That's a combo that women just can't resist. Darn it, Lloyd, you sly devil. Well then, class, does anyone have questions for Mr. Bannings? He's very nice, so I'm sure he'd be more than happy to answer any you might have. Any question? That's a bit much, isn't it? Let's see how this goes. Q&A start! Choose the correct answers to get through potentially dangerous situations. Dangerous questions. Not situations. Well, does anyone have any questions? Me! Pick me! Alright, what would you like to know? How do you become a police officer in the first place, Mr. Bannings? Not that I'd ever become one, though. Hey, Tommel, don't you think that's kinda rude? I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. Poor Lloyd. You're basically asking if there's any special requirements to become one, right? We'd say no. Well, to become a police officer, pass the detective exam, graduate from the police academy, nothing in particular. I mean, we're inclined to go with nothing in particular, just because our entire team, right? They all joined with vastly different backgrounds and absolutely no qualifications in common. So, okay, it says to become a police officer, but passing the detective exam is just to become a detective. So, we think you just have to graduate from the academy? You have to graduate from the police academy. By attending the academy, you'll learn everything you need to know about being on the force. However, as I previously mentioned, there are many different positions within the CPD. For example, if you wanted to pursue a career in detective work, there's a separate exam you have to pass, in addition to a base curriculum. There are some people, like my teammates, who were able to join the force without attending the academy, but that's not the norm. That sums it up. Gotcha. I'm still not gonna join the police, but thanks for the answer, Mr. Bannings. We just wanted to make you sweat. Do you mind if I ask a question too? Sure, Henri, what is it? Well, we don't hear many details about big incidents that happen in Crossbell, so... I just want to know how the SSS was able to solve the wolf attacks case. I've been wondering about it for a while. Oh, where the Mafia was misusing the warhounds throughout the state. If I remember correctly, the turning point in that particular case was... the SSS's deductive reasoning. The White Wolves' assistance. The CGF's backup. Turning point. I mean, it was when Zeit told us that all our answers lied in mines, right? I mean, deductive reasoning. What deductive reasoning? Let's be real. The White Wolves' assistance. Just when we were about to be done in by the Mafia's warhounds, a pack of White Wolves came to our rescue. And after that, Zeit, their leader, decided to come stay with us at the SSS building. The sight of those wolves coming to our aid was one I doubt I'll ever forget. Gotta give credit where credit's due. That's incredible! Zeit really is one of a kind, isn't he? Thank you, Mr. Bannings. Excuse me, Mr. Bannings. I have a question. Sure thing. What would you like to ask me? Do you remember when Ryu and Henri got lost underground? It was a long time ago, I think. Okay, speaking of credit where credit's due. Where exactly was that place? Oh, so she's not asking about Arios. Okay. Momo, don't remind everyone about that. You're gonna make us look bad. But you guys never tell me anything. That incident in the Geofront. Well, we found Ryu and Henri in... A1. The Geofront's A sector. We found ourselves in trouble when monsters surrounded Ryu, but we were able to make it out safely with Arios' help. Yep, I feel like I covered that correctly. Wow, that's incredible! Thank you for the story, Mr. Bannings! You're welcome. Any other questions? Pick me! I just came up with a good one! Oh boy. Go ahead, Ryu. I heard something about this a while ago, but... is there some kind of big difference between the police and the Bracer Guild? Both of you guys beat up the bad guys, right? There's a tougher one. Well, yes. I'm sure everyone is curious about this question too. If I were to pick one specific difference between the police and the Bracer Guild, it would be... right to arrest. Power to interfere with the government. Not much. But bracers can arrest people, can they not? Whereas, pretty sure this is like one of their... like, they're not allowed to interfere with the government, right? It's like on the first page of their notebook and everything, we feel like. Maybe. It's somewhat difficult to explain, but bracers follow what they call the Guild Code. Yeah, that's what it was. And it's precisely because of that code that the Bracer Guild is given room to operate in most Cimmerian countries. The Guild Code prevents bracers from arresting individuals of military or political standing. Granted, if they suddenly started attacking innocent bystanders or something, they're able to make arrests then. And that's where they're different from us. We have the authority to place politicians and other officials under arrest, but we don't. You sure about that? Oh no. My dad's always telling me that the police are pathetic because they never arrest corrupt government people. Ryu, I told you already, you can't just say that out loud. He has a point. Up until now, our efforts haven't been enough. I'll admit it. And change may not be possible right this very second, but you can count on us to keep working towards being able to. Hey, you've got my support. You're all talk, Ryu. Well then, any more questions? We should have time for another. Lloyd, I have a question. Kia? And here I thought she was being surprisingly quiet. So, can I ask a question? Sure, go ahead. I want to know... What's your favorite color? Why did you become a police officer? What the... I mean, that's a good question. We want to know too. I asked myself the same thing the first night I was assigned to Special Support Section, didn't I? You know, I think I have an answer now. Lloyd, is something wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing. I don't think this necessarily has a right answer. I just need to speak from the heart and tell them how I've grown by being part of the Special Support Section. The reason I became a police officer was... to become strong, to protect everyone. Not sure. To protect everyone? To be honest, I'm not sure if I have the right words for this, but... if I were to pick something, it'd probably be that I want to protect everyone. That includes friends and family, of course, but more specifically, the people of Crossbell, I guess. Maybe there's more to it than that. Sorry, Kia, I know that wasn't a very good answer. Should we have gone with strong instead? No problem. I liked it because it told me something about you, Lloyd. You're really determined, aren't you? Yeah, you aren't wrong there. And with that, I think we'll wrap up our Q&A section of the lesson. Mr. Bannings, your assistance today was extremely helpful. Everyone, make sure to tell him thanks, okay? Thank you, Mr. Bannings. My pleasure. I'll see you all later. Welp, that wasn't too bad. Thank you for your help today, Lloyd. All the children seem to have a ball listening to your lesson. I sure hope so. At the very least, I learned quite a bit during it. Remembering how small you used to be, and seeing you teach like that has shown me how far you've come. That, above all else, was my favorite part of the lesson. I thought you were awesome, Lloyd! Best teacher ever! I didn't really understand anything you said, but it was still awesome. That lesson probably went over a lot of kids' heads, didn't it? Whoa, man! That went off without a hitch. Sounds like the kids got a pretty positive impression of the police too. Attaboy. I'm just thankful that I had the opportunity to share with the class. Once again, thank you. Now, there's still time left in my lesson, so I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself. Kia, if you would like, you're more than welcome to come to the Sunday school class whenever you can. I'm sure the other children will be overjoyed to have a new friend. Okie dokie, I'm kinda busy right now, but I promise I'll come again. It looks like Kia has really taken a shine to Sunday school. I can't wait. Well then, until next time. Okay, that should be all the secret quests. Alright, time to get back on track. We should make our way to St. Ursula. Right on. I say we catch a ride on the bus outside the south exit. Yay! Away we go! And we are one step closer to getting another promotion, so woohoo!